Hello mga ka-learners! Welcome back again sa ating YouTube channel, Teacher Ako. So again, kung bago ka lang sa YouTube channel natin, please subscribe naman. So for this day, we will be talking about pre-experimental research design. So ayan, ito ang ating image sa YouTube channel natin because in here, you will be able to upgrade your research ability and at the same time, your language skills. So kung bago ka lang, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at click ang ating notification bell. So again, may 3 na po akong subscriber. Malay mo, ikaw na yung pang-4. Please support naman our YouTube channel. God bless you! So this time around, we'll be talking about pre-experimental research design. So kung binisita mo na ang ating YouTube channel, makikita mo doon yung mga naunang videos natin pertaining to true experimental research design and quasi-experimental research design. Nandito na tayo ngayon sa pangatlong uri ng experimental research design. So what is now a pre-experimental research design? So a pre-experimental research design is a type of research that is often considered the simplest form of experimental research. It is typically used as a preliminary or exploratory step before conducting more rigorous experiments. Also, unlike true experimental or quasi-experimental designs, pre-experimental designs lack both random assignment and control groups, which makes them more vulnerable to threats to internal validity and less reliable for establishing cause and effect relationship. So also, kamukha ng ating true experimental at quasi-experimental research, there are also key characteristics of pre-experimental designs. Ano yung mga to? First, we have no random assignment. So here, participants are not randomly assigned to groups, and often there is only a single group being studied again. Single group being studied. Pangalawa, lack of control group. Pre-experimental designs typically do not include a control group, making it difficult to compare results or determine if changes in the dependent variable are due to the independent variable or there may be other factors. The third characteristic is the manipulation of the independent variable. So in here, the researcher may manipulate an independent variable and observe the outcome, but without a control group or random assignment. It's hard to rule out alternative explanations in this kind. And lastly, threats to internal validity, like I have mentioned a while back here, because of the lack of control and randomization. So pre-experimental designs are more susceptible to threats to internal validity, such as selection bias, maturation, history, and testing effects. So those are certain things na pwede natin maging concern once we conducted this type of this type of kind of experimental design, which is the pre-experimental research design. So later, meron tayong types ng pre-experimental research design. So there are 2 types of pre-experimental designs. We have one-shot case study and one group pre-test, post-test design. So ano ba yung mga to? Let's proceed. So when we say one-shot case study, in this design, a single group is exposed to a treatment or intervention. Again, uulitin ko, single group lang. And then a post-test is administered to measure the outcome. Uulitin ko ha, in this design, a single group is exposed to a treatment or intervention. Again, single group lang. And then, a post-test is administered to measure the outcome. So for example, magbibigay ako ng illustration. A teacher might introduce a new teaching method and then test students to see how well they learn the material. However, without a pre-test or control group, it's unclear whether the observed outcomes are due to the new method or other factors. Yun lang yung medyo questionable doon. Pero, pwede natin itong conduct. No, kamukha nung sa illustration binigay ko, yung isang teacher pwede mag-introduce ng isang teaching method. And then, after niyang i-conduct yun, okay, magkakaroon sila ng post-test. Okay, ganun yung gagawin sa one-shot case study. Ano naman yung pangalawa, yung one-group pre-test post-test design? So this one is a design that involves a single group, again single group lang, that is given a pre-test, exposed to a treatment, and then given a post-test. So isang group, magbibigay ng pre-test, tapos magbibigay ka ng treatment or intervention, and then after that, magbibigay ka ng post-test. Ganun yung magiging process ng one-group pre-test post-test design. So while this design allows for some comparison of pre- and post-intervention results, it still lacks a control group, making it difficult to attribute changes solely to the treatment. Kasi wala tayong kino-compare na isang group, which is the control group. Meron lang tayo dito na isang experiment group dito, and then ikakonduct natin yung pre-test, and then intervention, and then post-test. And then ang comparison lang natin doon ay yung pre-test na kinonduct natin at yung post-test after we conducted the intervention. So ganun yung one group pre-test, post-test design. So again, magbibigay ako ng example situations for pre-experimental designs. For example, pwede natin i-conduct to sa pilot studies. So ano yung mga pilot studies na to? For example, when the researchers want to explore the potential effects of an intervention before investing into a more complex and expensive study. So kamukha nung sinabi natin, pilot, pag sinabing pilot study, parang pilot testing muna. Bago natin to if further conduct, at least nagawan natin to sa first stage na to. Makikita natin kung ano na yung mga discrepancies, kung ano na yung kailangan natin i-improve. Kaya sa situation na to, applicable ang ating pre-experimental design. Pangalawa, educational settings. In this one, where a teacher might try new instructional technique, kamukha nung binigay kong sample kanina, yung teaching method, on a class and measure the results afterwards. Kung meron yung isang teacher, for example, ako isa akong teacher, classroom teacher din ako. So kung meron akong isang teaching technique na gusto kong i-apply sa mga learners ko na i-measure ko yung validity nito, yung papaano natuto, gaano kabilis, ano yung extent ng pagkatuto ng mga bata, ng mga learners ko, pwede ko itong i-apply yung pre-experimental. Maganda to sa mga kamukha kong teachers na kung meron kayong mga innovations or things na need to verify kung talagang effective siya, ganyan. Actually, effective naman yung mga strategies natin yan eh. Yung iti-check lang natin yung extent ng validity niya, kung gaano talaga ka siya ka-valid. Na pwede natin tong gawin as good practice at ma-share natin sa mga co-teachers natin na best practices natin, yung mga techniques na ginawa natin, na meron tayong proof na ginawa natin to through experiment research. At yung pangatlo, program evaluation. So where in this case, a new program is implemented and then outcomes are measured without a formal control group. Dito, kung meron tayong program evaluation or isang program na gusto nating ipatupad sa institution natin, kung saan tayo nag-work na or sa isang group natin or sa school, ganyan, meron tayong in-implement na program. Actually, sa school, marami tayong ini-implement na mga programs. So, kung gusto natin i-test yung effectiveness niya or yung extent ng validity niya, pwede natin muna itong gawan ng pre-experimental design bago tayo mag-continue sa further study natin ito, sa pag-check ng validity niya and reliability niya. So, yun yung mga example situations natin for pre-experimental designs. Important reminder lang mga ka-learners. So, pre-experimental designs are often used when researchers are in the early stages of investigating a phenomenon or when more rigorous designs are not feasible. However, due to their limitations, findings from pre-experimental designs should be interpreted with caution, and further research is often needed to confirm any observed effects. So, kung gusto natin ma-further pa yung knowledge natin, at kung gusto natin talagang ma-deepen yung understanding natin at ma-check yung validity talaga ng kinakonduct nating study, pwede natin itong i-pursue. So, ibig sabihin, yung pre-experimental para pa lang siyang first step to further studies. Yan. At least, dito pa lang sa first step na to, ma-enlighten na tayo kung ano yung kailangan pa nating gawin, i-improve yung mga possible ma-encounter natin situations in the future kapag further study natin to, makikita na natin this early stage. Makikita na natin yung mga kailangan natin i-improve, kailangan pa natin ma-discover, or baka mas ma-entice tayo for further studies kasi nakita natin yung mga possible effects na mangyari kasi nag-pilot na tayo eh. Okay? So, syempre, ito yung mga bonus points natin. Magbibigay ulit ako ng sample pre-experimental research titles. Ready na ba kayo mga ka-learners? Heto na. Una, the effects of a new teaching method on student engagement. A one-shot case study. Yan, pwede yan natin gamitin kahit sa action research natin, mga ka-co-teachers ko. Sa action research, pwede natin itong gawin. At least kung meron kang existing method na gustong i-apply at gusto mo ma-check yung kanyang effect sa mga learners natin, pwede to. So, pwede nyo gamitin to as action research title. Pangalawa, improving employee productivity through incentive programs. A pre-test, post-test design. Ayan, sa mga leaders natin sa school or sa mga institutions natin, sa mga offices, pwede natin itong i-conduct as research. Maganda to. Pangatlo, assessing the impact of a health awareness campaign on community health behaviors. So, ayan yung mga examples natin of pre-experimental research design. So, kung may mga tanong pa kayo or kung may gusto pa kayong mga suggestions na gustong i-clarify sa akin, ilagay nyo lang sa comment section natin sa video natin ito para susubukan natin i-entertain ang mga yan. I'll do the best that I can to address your concerns. Ayan, so natapos na naman yung isang video natin about pre-experimental research. I hope mga ka-learners, mga co-teachers, sana natuto tayo sa video natin na ito. So please again support our YouTube channel, where in this channel, you will upgrade your research ability and language skills. Thank you very much. Bye!